The idea of traveling with your children is really exciting, right? New places, new experiences for children and their parents, camping together, hanging out like a real family. Sounds like the most fun in the world. Yeah, right. In a most beautiful country, Australia. Couldn't wait to try it. Best fun ever. Nothing better than quality time together with people you love most in the world. Just couldn't wait. Kids loved it, filled with excitement. Off to Sydney, 4.5 days on the road. Yay! The great Aussie outdoors, the wide brown land we love. So off we went. Preparation was minimal. Those pre-internet days, too easy. Pack up tents, throw stuff in a few suitcases, into the van and away. What a blast. Memories for a lifetime. Right? Yeah. But reality is different from fantasy. Long drives plus kids equals restlessness, boredom, and irritation. Missing the usual comfy habits, no familiar kitchen, bathroom, lounge, bedrooms, and toilet. Guess what? You can help make your journey more pleasant by some simple planning before you go. Yeah, there was an amazing amount of whinging and squabbling, and it was summer. So the heat, even with aircon. We soon learn that nothing's guaranteed to drive adults to distraction like 4 bored children in a hot van. We should have planned stuff for the children to do in the car, only so many games of I spy with my little eye. Something begins with before you go completely crazy. And sometimes other people don't help. I have this vivid memory of my son and a guy pulled up next to us in a souped-up, bright red Holden Commodore. Our first day's travel. Yeah, we were only at Great Eastern Highway, but my son, already bored, we stopped at the traffic lights. On the curb next to us, some people waited to cross the road. My son caught the eye of the driver of the red car. My son made a face. The guy smirked back, so my son upped the ante. He stuck out his tongue and swiveled his eyes. The driver blinked just the once. Then he revved his motor. From a pussycat-like purr, the motor roared into life like a huge lion, or the middle of a severe thunderstorm. The tremendous noise made people on the curb jump. One old man shook as if in a huge high wind. He clutched a younger man beside him who frowned crossly at the red car. My husband said, "I think there's going to be a situation." And that was all I heard. All 4 children began to bellow as loudly as they could, screaming, crying and yelling in protest of the noise of the revving engine. And that motor, It was one of the loudest I've ever heard. Absolutely deafening. I looked helplessly at my husband. What a racket! Ah, the joys of travelling with kids. But crossing the Nullarbor, those beautiful landscapes, Australia has such a variety of brilliant, vibrant scenery. No hurry for Sydney, so we took our time. We especially looked forward to the sunsets because it got pleasant and cool. We camped at night by beaches, listening to the steady swish of the ocean and listening to the beautiful birds as we lay in our tents. Everyone slept really well in the fresh air. Meal planning was casual. Sometimes we just went to KFC. Today, using the internet, I'd plan better. But back then, you just couldn't get accurate information about shopping hours. So, lots of barbecues. Kids loved it. So, spontaneous it was, and it was good. We always managed to find something to eat. Were we wise parents? Probably a bit unwise, not planning car activities, but I think we were wise going while the children were young enough to feel the wonder of Australia in a special way. We still have seashells collected from remote beaches, and the kids still talk about the big trip when the family gets together. They laugh a lot. It's become part of our family story.